Hello, I'm Gianluca Grimalda. I am the researcher, and it's a pleasure for me to talk about this film. So my job, as you can guess, is a researcher. I'm a researcher in social science, interested in studying adaptation to climate change. And yeah, I was really surprised when, after an action of civil disobedience, the film director Paolo Casalis contacted me asking me if I wanted to be the protagonist of a film. I don't think I would have ever dreamed of anything like that. So he was intrigued by an interview that I made with a TV program in Italy that is well known to be very, very harsh and very, I would say, right wing on its viewers. And he said that he liked my story. He liked the intention of my plan to travel to Papua New Guinea without taking airplanes. And he told me that he always wanted to do a film on climate change, but he found that very challenging. And he thought that my story of traveling to Papua without taking a plane would have been a good way to talk about climate change in a dynamic way, because clearly climate change is something that takes many years, centuries, or millennia before we see the consequences, although now we are really seeing the consequences in a very, very accelerated way. And so, yeah, I said yes immediately. He gave me some basic tools of how to keep a gimbal in my hands. I did everything with this mobile phone here. And yeah, I think it was a process of trial and learning. So I realized that the first scenes were not so good because I would keep the mobile too close to my face. So my face, you will see in the film, in the first scenes, my face is occupies half of the screen. And then I realized, and Paolo advised me to keep the gimbal a little bit further away from my face, so that went better afterwards. And yeah, overall, I was really, really excited about the opportunity to speak to a larger public than usual, because I mean, my motivation has always tried to, raise awareness and really try to attract people's attention on these uh, not so slow now, this fast descent into possible climate collapse. And, with the civil disobedience, we have a very, I would say, impactful, very dramatic way to do that. But it's also, very difficult to interact with the people while you do an action in which you blockade the entrance to an airport of private jets, like the one we did in Milan. And so I thought that this was a nice way to talk with what, for instance, climate scientist Johan Rockström defines the silent majority. So people who normally, are a little bit reactant to really radical protests. And so I thought that this was a nice way to do that. So I said that to Paolo, yes, take all my images. In the end, I gave really even, I would say, private conversations that I had with my father, with my girlfriend. And I really, really liked I would say, the philosophy that Paolo uses for his documentaries. So he told me that for him, a documentary really should be a reflection, a recording of what happens during the trip without any, emphasizing something or focusing on something else, or maybe even, manipulating the images in order to make something come up. And so I really like this idea. I think this is, in a way, really also what characterizes me as a researcher, just record facts, not, make up statistics, just be obedient to what the statistics say. And so I was really, really intrigued, and I really liked the project. And yeah, so now I think the film has already been successful because I mean I really don't know what the parameters are to define the success of a film, but I've seen that it has been accepted to many festivals, especially climate festivals. And so, yes, I think overall it's been something really good. In the end, I ended up shooting 400 hours of videos, and Paolo had to extract 71 minutes that will make this film. And yeah, after a while, he told me that he created a monster because yeah, every day I really got into it, and so every day I would go around filming. And I think also for me, one of the things that really fascinates me about slow travel is, of course, the main thing is really to reduce my emissions, but there is also this aspect of getting to know people on the way. And I realized that in pretty much every country, as soon as people understood that I was a kind of, YouTuber, many people would tell me, you are YouTuber. And so they were absolutely fine with being in the video. So I never had any problem with the people telling me, no, no, you are forbidden from taking a video from me. So in a way, I think that's also a way to create, familiarity and also a sense of a dialogue with the people, which I really enjoyed. And then, of course, in the one of the main part of the film that was completely unexpected at the beginning was really this aspect of the job termination with my former employer. And again, I followed Paolo's advice. So he told me as soon as something happens, just shoot a video because you will see that if you wait, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or half a day, then your mood will change. And so I'm really, really pleased that I I followed his advice. And there are some scenes that are really, really. I mean, one of the scene you will see, it's straight after one night that I spent mulling over what I should reply to the institute after I got the news that they were threatening me with dismissal. And I mean, when I see this scene, I really it brings back all the memory of what I was living at the time. Also, yeah, also other personal events that I had during the film. I mean, every time that I see them in the film, it's really, really touching for me. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy the film. Um, I, I'm the worst possible judge of the film, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what you think of the film. Thank you.